So I would say, if you're starting out, but you're not sure if this is for you, I would get a decent mic and start recording myself, because the first thing you're going to have to learn is stamina. It takes a lot of stamina to do an audiobook. It's not just the prepping and reading the book and making notes, and if it's nonfiction, looking things up. It's being able to sit in front of a mic for hours at a time talking. What it does to your voice, what it does to the quality of your voice, how often you start making mistakes, how often before you run out of breath and you hear large in between words. So I would say if you're even thinking about this, pick up something you enjoy reading and just try to read for half an hour, 45 minutes without stopping, and then listen back to yourself and see how your voice sounds. If you can do this and you feel like, oh yeah, I can do this, I would always suggest coaching, at least initially, or going to a workshop, or somewhere where you can meet other people who do it for a living, or who are also like you, but at varying stages. Maybe they're brand new, maybe they've got 10 books, maybe they have 40 books, just so you can see what other people are going through. And also to have those people maybe help evaluate where you fall by listening to you do a read, or seeing if you can take direction, or I mean, that's the only way to find out if it's something you really want to do. And the third thing, I think, but not a lot of people aren't going to do this, is maybe take an improv class or take a quick acting class to learn some basic ideas about acting, or to be able to stand in front of people and speak. Because even though if you're in a booth, it's private, you also have times when you may be called into a studio and it's not private. You might have a director and an engineer. So you have to learn to be able to do that in front of people without, choking, without clamming up. So I guess those would be my things, try practicing for stamina, try taking workshops or even online workshops. They don't have to be expensive. I mean, even just checking out, making friends with other narrators on any of the sites on Facebook. And study some acting, read a book about acting, or like I said, take some informal classes. The YMCA has classes. A lot of colleges have free classes. You don't have to spend a fortune on it. And the same thing with equipment. If you're not sure you're going to be doing books, don't buy a whisper booth. Don't buy a studio brick booth. Don't, get expensive mics. See if there's, if there's a ability in them Thar Hills before you start spending money.